Hey, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Jared.
And we're here to talk about the Dragon Ball
Z.
Okay. We're on episode 122, which is part 2 of the Trunks saga. Part 2 of 2, very short saga. This is more exposition. This is just Trunks talking to Goku for a while.
I would say, I'm going to put this out there, is that I think this is one of my favorite episodes where there's basically no action, though.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the storytelling and how things are going. I like Trunks a lot as a character, especially at this point. Goku's a new outfit.
Yeah, he does, from Yatra. He got a new wardrobe.
I want to say it's actually iconic, even though it's literally in like 1 or 2 episodes. I feel like people would still know what that outfit is, even though he doesn't fight in it, and he doesn't do anything in it ever again.
Like, it's basically his mystic look. Like, a lot of characters have a mystic thing going on. Piccolo, this is the one time Goku. Goku's got a bit of a mystic thing going on. He got trained by these people who focus on the mind, so that was cool. And we never see any of that, which is really cool. Like, you know, there's many, he got trained by Roshi or Kami, all these people trained by King Kai. There's always an arc around it. We never see him on Yard. So that's why it's also very mysterious.
We literally even see him train for Whis. So instant transmission is the gift he now has that he brought back. It will be one of his greatest strengths, and a thing that he's very selfish and doesn't teach anyone else how to use in the entire series, even though it would be very useful for other characters. Definitely, but it is a great attack. I mean, it's not an attack, but it can be used for both offensive, but mainly defensive.
And what's cool about it is he doesn't actually demonstrate it until the next episode. So I don't think Trunks ever sees it.
He just talks about it.
He says, so I guess it is official lore. He says, I would have done it to get here to fight Frieza.
Yes.
And how does Trunks not know this if that's what happened in his timeline?
I'm assuming that they must have, maybe this they didn't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why Trunks is, but Trunks attacks Goku, but like the first time he kind of attacks, he doesn't even actually attack him because like Goku can sense from Trunks that there's no like ill intent actual thing, but then Trunks does attack him, and basically Goku with his finger just blocks the sword, which shows once again it's not the sword that's like magical or anything like that. It's like King Cold and Frieza are just not that strong at this point. Oh wait, not that they're not strong, but they're not prepared.
It is weird though, because as soon as that happens, he just like dumps all this information on Goku, right? It's like, okay, cool, you blocked my sword. Androids are going to show up, and they're going to kill these people, and on this location, and so it's a lot of information.
Oh, it's a lot of information. It's this whole and like in the episode basically continues to go of stuff where like Trunks is from the future. He's telling him why he came back with the androids.
And I love how when it's doing that also, it just shows the cloud of the androids. You don't actually, because you're in the dark also, so you're just like trying to picture, and it makes it so much more sinister that there's not even
you don't even know what these monsters look like.
They don't show Gohan even, because he's describing adult Gohan. And in like Frieza, they talk about Bardock and they use the TV special of the movie. Here, when they talk about like Gohan was the only one to train him, they're not showing like history of Trunks.
I don't think they ever do either.
Which I like that. I like that you don't even see the timeline.
Yeah. And then the episode kind of ends with Piccolo telling everyone the basic details that will affect the timeline, because Goku's going to refuse because he made a promise not to tell, but Piccolo made no sense promise, and Piccolo, this is why I think this is why people like Piccolo, is because he is sensible enough to say, we need to let people know why they're training for the next 3 years. Like, not just
this is why I don't like Piccolo, because he's just like always spills the beans to everyone about like, it was our plan all along to do this with the Dragon Balls, or he tells Raditz, like whatever, you know, he's always, and then he's bragging about his hearing, like, cool dude, like maybe there was a reason this guy came from the future and didn't want everyone to know.
He's thinking about to fly off in the future and the time machine extends him somewhere else because Piccolo, I mean, but
I think there's something kind of emotional about like Trunks meeting Goku. Like, this is someone who died when he was a kid, but is like a mythical character in his life. So to him, the idea of, you can almost see it when you watch the episode. Like, there's something really powerful, I think, to him meeting this historic figure and giving him the antidote and all of this. It's like saving Abraham Lincoln or saving some historical figure, right, from their demise. That he doesn't really go into any of that. Like, he's staying very pragmatic about the situation.
I like
and then he leaves as quickly as he arrives.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's out in one episode. He's not like, I'm going to hang out with you guys and train with you.
No. He's gone. So. And I do like dub only in some people. I think it's a little corny, but it also feels genuine about Goku's thing, like telling him I'll be with you and stuff. I guess he's leaving. It's corny, but it also feels like something Goku would kind of do, of like, hey, like I can't help you in the future fight things, but hey, I want to be there and spirit with you as a warrior, and like I respect you as a warrior, that like you can take care of this in the future.
And similarly, when Trunks is in his capsule, when he's about to take off, he's also has an inner monologue, which is probably just dubbed because it's not, his mouth isn't moving, but saying like, you know, he'll miss his father and his father's going to perish, and like he's looking at these people who like might die from the androids again, and so it's got to be really difficult for him not to stay and help them, but he's off.
That'd be insane. I would be able to do it, but that's that episode. So
episode 123. Now you get Goku's story, basically. You heard from Trunks for an episode. Goku explaining how he escaped Namek.
There's a dope shot of Goku when it's like upside down. and he's jumping from Frieza's ship that's like falling onto the little Ginyu pod. Bulma and other characters offer ways to stop Gero before this happens, and they all have a reason. Vegeta, it's pride. Goku, he's done nothing wrong yet. I can't go hurt this man who hasn't harmed us yet.
Crazy.
I love that they all of them have a reason of why we can't just stop Gero now instead of like allowing these androids to be unleashed. And then it's like a training montage.
Yeah.
So
Piccolo, Goku, and Gohan.
yeah, and which I do like it. They're up in snow, which is like Piccolo's kind of thing, like mountains with Piccolo or Tien. Those are the two that kind of train in that environment. So like, it is a fun thing about getting to see them train a little bit.
And good contrast. Now, episode 124, we get Vegeta's training, which is a little bit different. He's alone fighting robots. Whatever, the bots that Dr. Briefs makes and melting the tech and everything.
I love Dr. Briefs complaining about it. And like no one caring. Just like he just has to keep making this like Saiyan or he'll be like, destroyed. Like Vegeta's way is he's copying Goku. Like he is trying to basically one for one do what Goku did training wise to get to Super Saiyan. He is thinking that this must be the way by putting gravity even higher than Goku's gravity. Like, that is what he's trying to do.
I also think there's something about androids are coming, and so he's training with robots. He's going to fight Dr. Gero with Dr. Brief's tech. They never really like talk about that, but seems like, I don't know, there might be something good. Like, why don't they try to recreate?
That's a smart strategy. He's finding things that he can't sense energy from, which is a smart strategy because he knows the androids will most likely not be the same biology as humans.
And dealing with reflexes and stuff. Then a very dramatic scene. Yamcha steps in to the training pod and almost dies. And they play, I love, like, almost out of disrespect, they play the Frieza Begs music as Yamcha gets crushed and can't even stand up.
Yamcha.
Imagine if he died. Again, he could die in the training arc.
Hey, Shenron. But also, Vegeta gets to train as well. Yeah. Different reasons.
And I love, actually, so when he's healing from that, he has a nightmare. Vegeta's nightmare.
Yeah.
And it's really
powerful. Goku Trunks. Goku Trunks.
Because it's actually, I think, the same scene when Trunks powered up in front of Goku.
Yeah.
But now they're both facing Vegeta instead. So it's like the way that he views that as they're facing off against him as the true Saiyan.
Also, King Vegeta flashback.
Yeah.
I put it in there. So I forget King Vegeta has a couple of flashbacks. I honestly don't remember this many. Like, there were a couple of he's actually. I thought that like one time they talk about this character, but no.
Episode 125.
So this is gonna be our last one we'll talk about now, which is
this is the only real filler episode.
Yes, which is kind of insane. Is this really the only one that has like no story bearing? Which is Chi-Chi is done with not having the vehicle, and she sends off the two best people she thinks for the job, Goku and Piccolo. Piccolo, who is literally at this point like just a young person who has never driven and used to be a demon king, and her idiot husband. She thinks these two are gonna get licenses. Piccolo, you think it's gonna be with this like nice woman, and she's just like crazy, and they're driving around, and then you have Goku with this man that has this fragile. He's on the edge of death. This man. This guy needs Dragon Balls now because he is not going to live much longer. Like, he is just there. And I just love that, like, they're idiots, they crash, and then they do... It's not framed as superhero, but, like, we have to save people. Like,
Goku saves the bus to school children.
Yeah.
Comic book number 5.
I feel like it is a fun episode. I think that the first half is more fun, and then once you get to the superhero stuff, it's just... I don't care. The driving stuff is fun, though. It's dumb fun. Like, it's just, like... Yeah, we don't need this, but also, like, seeing Piccolo also on a backwards hat or whatever. Like, it's just, like...
And then awesome ending, because they do the 3-year time skip.
Yes.
And then the 3 of them fly off to go fight. I guess it's time.
Yep.
And it's like a rendezvous. Like they're gonna go. They have their appointment with the android. So it's a pretty cool wrap up.
So that's it for the Trunks stuff. But what do you guys think about the driving episode? Like, would you like fun episodes, or would you rather just it be pure canon, only fights, only like explanations we need and stuff, or like what are you guys thoughts on like Fiddle and Dragon Ball Z? Until next time.
See you in the Android Saga.